What's up, guys? Tim Little. Welcome back to Tacticalbassin. Today is another story. It is story time. You know, Matt and I, we get asked fairly often to tell more stories. You know, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you while fishing? What's the craziest catch? And Matt and I, we've both shared our PBs, right? We've shared our 17s, our 15s, my world record spot. Today, I am going to share with you the story, the time that I caught 2 fish for almost 12 pounds on this bait right here, the River to Sea S-Waver, after I broke off. That's right, I broke off on the hook set. They ate the bait, I netted them, the rest is history. Now, before you click out of this video and you call BS and say, yeah, whatever, another fish story, I have the footage, and I'm going to show you guys that footage here in a sec. Now, some of you guys that have been followers for a long time, you've probably seen this video. It was actually shot right here. It's been floating around the internet now for quite a while, but I'm going to actually tell you the story. So it was actually later on in the year, another month or two after this right here, and another month or two later in the year than this right here. Fish were schooled up right here. There was a little isolated grass patch. It's only 3 to 4 feet out here on top. It's a little flat. It's an little entrance to a backwaters, and I was on them there for a couple days, and I knew the exact cast to make. I knew where they were positioning, and I fire out, right? Fire out. I'm working the bait. I get bit. I swing. I miss. Twitch, twitch, reel. Twitch, twitch. Get bit, swing, I miss. Twitch, twitch, swing. Rod loads up, I break off. I literally break off 30-pound mono. You know that Matt and I, we fish 65, 80, 100-pound braid to 25, 30-pound mono. I snapped it like it was nothing. Now, I don't know why. I don't know if the first 2 bites nicked my line. I don't know why it broke off so easy, but the craziest thing that ever happened to me while fishing, I stood there confused, trying to figure out what just happened, right? I'm standing there and I see another flash. I see a boil. What had happened was, on that 3rd hook set, when it loaded up and I broke off, that fish stayed pegged. A second fish came and eats the bait. So now there's 2 bass, and I'm going to show you guys this footage here in a second. There's 2 bass fighting. They're literally playing tug of war over this bait right here, this glide bait. They're pushing each other, they're pulling each other, they're cartwheeling, they're slamming each other on the bottom. You know, it's only 3 or 4 feet. I can see bottom, I can see everything that's going on, and I'm like, no way, this is ridiculous. And you know, this is open water, this is Clear Lake, right? They could have swam anywhere, but luckily, they eventually wore each other out, and they pinned each other to the bottom. And I was able to grab the big Promar net. You guys always ask, why do you guys use such a big net? Well, we fish for big fish. It's really gentle. The netting itself is really gentle on the fish, and it's just a great net. But luckily, it was shallow enough that I could scoop down, and I couldn't fit both fish in the net. The way they're positioned, I could only get under one. And I actually had 1 fish inside the net with a treble in its mouth. I had 1 fish hanging outside the net with a treble in its mouth, and I literally set them down on the deck. And it takes me a little bit to unhook them because they're kind of tangled up or whatever, but literally firing out there, get bit, set the hook, swing and a miss, set, load up, break off, and then I watch these 2 5.5, 6 pounders wrestle around with my bait in their mouth, and eventually got them. And it's just one of those stories. It's like, dude, there's no way that, I mean, if I would tell you this story right now without footage, half of you guys would be like, Tim, you're full of it. There's no way. This is just another fish story. But luckily, I had the GoPro recording. I got it all recorded. As soon as I let those fish go, stop recording, I call Matt. I'm like, dude, you're never gonna believe what just happened to me. I explained to him, I walk him through the whole scenario, and he's like, that's awesome, but yeah, right, you know, type of thing. And Honestly, guys, that was one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me, only because it's one of those fish stories that if you couldn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. And luckily for me, I got it all on film for you guys to share or to watch. So I'm going to share that with you guys here in just a second. But what I want you guys to do, little trivia today. Here in California, we have regulations for fishing, I'm sure, just like all of you guys in whatever states you guys are in. I got a question for you. After you watch this footage and you see me let these fish go, I want you to pause the video just for a few seconds, and I want you to think, I want you to ponder about what would happen if this happened to you during a tournament situation. One, would it be legal to keep the fish? And two, could you weigh them in? Think about that. And I'm curious to hear your reasoning why yes or why no. So down below in the video description, I want you guys to tell me why, yay or nay, why you think it would be legal in a tournament situation to keep those fish in that scenario. And after it, I will give you guys my answer here in California, why I think it is one way or the other. All right, guys, enjoy the footage. I'll see you soon.
That is going to be one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Schooling on the bait, hit me 3 times, I missed it, broke me off, another one comes and eats it, they fight over it, I net him. Can't believe that. Waiver 200. Lucky.
How crazy was that? You know, it's like I said, it's one of those stories that if you told your buddies, they'd all tell you you're full of it and they wouldn't believe you. But luckily for me, GoPro was recording, got it all on film. So getting back to this question, would it be legal to weigh those fish, both those fish? You know, those are two 5.5, 6 pounders. That's 12 pounds of fish right there in two fish. That's a great day on most bodies of water. Would you be able to weigh those two fish in part of your bag in a tournament? So getting down to it, here in California, even though those fish ate my lure, how I actually caught them was with the net. And unfortunately, netting bass is not a legal method of take in California. You could take them by hook and line, but you cannot take them by net. So by me actually, even though they ate the bait and they broke off, but by me actually netting them and putting it in the boat with the net would disqualify those fish as a legal method of take, a legal catch. So if that has happened to you or is going to happen to you, do the right thing, guys. It's just like foul hooking a big fish, a big female on a bed during spawning season. Do the right thing. You know, maybe your state's a little bit different, but look into it, check up on it. Like I said, I explained to you guys the rules here in California. A net's not a legal method to take, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that footage as much as I did catching them. Just one of those lucky things. Just you know, I sat there confused. I sat there trying to figure out what just happened, right? Why did my 8-inch bait break off like nothing? Just my line. I know there's no muskie in here. There's no pike. No toothy critters. Why did my 30-pound mono just shred like that? But luckily, I got those fish in the boat, in the net, in the boat, and showed you guys the footage. So again, guys, we appreciate the support. We're so close to that 100,000 subscriber goal, and we couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are amazing. The support, the feedback, the comments, the interaction, it's awesome, guys, and Matt and I love it. But if you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe, and we'll continue to tell you these stories, continue to give you guys some how-to instructional videos and just all-around good fishing videos. You guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good day.